Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today I want to update you on what's going on in Classic World of Warcraft, my professions, my talents, my current gear. So many of the questions are like, Zar, what's your gear? And I know what you're thinking, Xaryu, what's up with the orange jacket? It's a jacket my dad gave me. It's Patagonia, so I hope you guys like it. Let's hop into this video, okay? Here's my in-game character. It's been a minute. /wave. Hi, hello there. How's it going? Gear first, okay? And we're gonna go over every single trinket I have as well when we go over the gear. Top questions are you? What trinkets should I get from Gnomish, from Goblin Engineering? What do I run with? This video is gonna cover that. Thumbs up the video for that. All right, first things first, we got the Netherwind Crown. I have a lot of different PvP sets. I'll probably briefly run you guys through them, but we have the Netherwind Crown. This is tier 2, good amount of spell power, MP5, frost resist and shadow resist. So I'm gonna use this against warlocks, against shadow priests, usually against mages as well for the MP5 and the frost resist. Pretty solid. Choker of the Fire Lord. Pretty much always run this unless I swap to my shadow resist neck, and I'll show you guys my shadow resist set in a second. This is my kind of my balanced spec here with like balance resist. We have the Necropile 2 set. I have the defensives. With Necropile, we get a good amount of stamina, and we get that 2 set from defense. I don't have the 4 set on anymore, because I'll show you guys why here in a second. We got the Saffron Drape from Onyxia. Got a lot of good RNG recently. Thank you, Blizzard. I appreciate it. We got Frost Resist, Arcane Resist, All Resist here on the Cloak. That got that 2 set from the Necro Robe. 100 health to the chest. 5 Shadow Resist to the shoulders, because Warlocks and Priests are 2 of my hardest matchups. And 100 HP Libram to the helm. We got the 5 set for Arcanist, 9 stamina to bracers as well. So the reason I'm dropping the 4 set Necro generally is because I have the 5 set Arcanist on. 5 set Arcanist means I can decrease the magical resistances of your spell targets by 10 with that 5 set. So meaning I'm going to get less resist on my enemy. Very, 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 very powerful. So I run with the 5 set Arcanist 90% of the time now. So that's the belt, the bindings, the boots, the gloves, and the leggings. And we got the Mage Blade, boys. Last week in Molten Core, or I guess it was 2 Molten Cores ago, we got the Mage Blade. Check it out in all of its glory. Oh, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. We got the Mage Blade, boys. 30 spell damage on the Mage Blade, of course. We got the Fire Rune Grimoire for the offhand. 11 extra spell damage and healing. Fantastic. A lot of stamina, lots of intellect, more spell damage. This is close to the Bis for mages in phase 1, but I'm still probably 5, 6, 7 pieces away. Maybe 6 pieces away. We have the Storm Rager Wand, which I'll swap out sometimes for a Bone Creeper Stylus, or a Resistance Wand, which I'll show you guys here in a second. I'm going to save the trinkets for after I do the rest of the gear. We have a lot of different trinkets, as you can see. We have Seal of the Archmage, a lot of resist, stamina, intellect, spirit, MP5, incredible ring for PvP. We have the Dragon Slayer Signet, same thing, crit, fire resist, stamina, intellect, good, right? A lot of people run, like Blood of the Martyr, I use sometimes for the extra stamina, maybe against a rogue, maybe against a warrior or a hunter where I want a bit more longevity with that stamina. We have our resistance rings as well. And then the Arcanist boots. Minor speed on the boots, so you can kite better against hunters, catch up to hunters, kite warriors a bit better, kite rogues a bit better. The minor speed and shamans, minor speed, super, super valuable to have as a mage. #1 enchant, absolutely need the minor speed to the boots. We have 100 HP, Libram to the legs, of course. We got the shadow resist here on the legs, the fire resistance on the belt, and the gloves with the fire resist as well. So that's my current gear setup. I would like the Mana Igniting Cord instead of the Arcanist Belt. In my bags, I would then throw the tier 1 helm on for the extra 1% hit. I would throw the Mana Igniting Cord on, keep that 5 set. What else am I going for? I would like to have tier 1 shoulders and tier 1 chest, because they're just a bit better, but you know, don't have it quite yet. We'll get it at some point. But yeah, it's pretty much what the gear's looking like. My gear, my bags that I don't have currently equipped, Robe of the Archmage. I generally don't use it in PvP just because it has no stamina. I usually use this just for raiding. I do have the rest of my Necropile set in case I want to throw on the 4 set for that extra resistance, the extra stamina, although I haven't found myself using it too much. I have the Celestial Orb from the Mage Quest in case I want to put it on to use the on use for a little bit extra mana into some matchups. Furball Medicine Pouch for the 100 health heal over 10 seconds, so 1,000 total life. Good to use that as well. Got a bunch of different things in the inventory that we swap between. Okay, I do have a Shadow Resist set. I like to run a bit more Shadow Resistance against Priests and Warlocks sometimes. The Shadow Resist set is 183 resistance. Shadow Resist to the Helm. Eidolon Talisman, Shadow Resist to the neck. Shadow Resist to the shoulders. Shadow Resistance on this cloak. So we have Shadow Resist like everywhere. I run double Reflector. They do share cooldown, but you get the 20 Shadow Resist anyway. Of course, the Shadow Resist here from Seal the Archmage, the 20 Shadow Resist from the Ring. So Shadow Resist pretty much all over the place here. So pretty solid set against Locks. I have a Stamina set, like I mentioned, against Rogues with that Blood of the Martyr, with that Hit Helm from the Arcanist. And then I have, let's see, kind of a more balanced set against mages to balance out my resistances a bit more against fire and frost. It's similar, except I'm putting on this the frost resist ring and the Necropile 4 set. So there's that, and then we have just got kind of the standard set that we started off the video with the Netherwind Crown, more standard resist, but I also have a bit higher spell power as well. My current life total is about 4,000. And the current mana total, about 6,500 with intellect. Okay, so now, what are my professions? What are my talents? Then we'll go into the trinkets. So my talents, guys, easy peasy. Same as my talent video I uploaded like 2 months ago. Haven't changed a single point. 17,034. I love this spec. Zico actually helped me out, sending me the spec, kind of theory crafting exactly which talent should go in each spot. So shout out to my boy Zico. He's insane. If you guys don't know who he is, check him out. We got Arcane Subtlety, Arcane Focus. I don't think I'd swap a single point. I love the spec. It's really, 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 really good. We have 2% hit from Elemental Precision for Fire and Frost, which means I generally need 1% hit more from my gear. I get that hit generally from the Arcanist Crown with the 1% hit. I don't have the Star of Mystaria because Joker of the Fire Lord, and I don't have Banthok Sash because I have Arcanist Belt on, so I get that 1% hit generally from the Arcanist Crown, or if I'm running Netherwind Crown, then I just don't have that extra 1% hit, but then I get the extra resistances, which is nice anyway, so that's kind of what happens there. And yeah, that spec is exactly pretty much how it has been. Now, for my professions, I am Goblin Engineering, and you're like, wait a minute, weren't you Gnomish? Yes, I was. I went Gnomish. I made the Gnomish Battle Chicken and the Gnomish Death Ray. I dropped Gnomish Engineering altogether and re-leveled as Goblin so that I could make the Goblin Mortar and the Goblin Bomb Dispenser. Actually, Goblin Mortar might be BOE. I guess it's just for the Bomb Dispenser, and so that I could make the Goblin items like Goblin Sapper Charges. I'm looking for them somewhere. Sapper Charges are here somewhere. I'm blind. Where are they? Well, anyway, Goblin for the Sapper Charges as well, so you can make them in World PvP, which, by the way, World PvP comes out today in 3 hours from now, or less than 3 hours from now, so it's getting really darn close. My other profession, tailoring. Robe of the Archmage, pretty much the reason I went tailoring. Also, when I was AoE grinding, I could make bags and sell them for a profit. Another reason I went tailoring, pretty much those two reasons. Later in ZG, you'll want to go tailoring for the Bloodvine set, but that's pretty much not necessary because it's not out yet. So I could drop tailoring if I wanted. The only other reason I'm keeping it is to do Mooncloth, which, by the way, it's off CDs. I should probably go and do that, just to make Mooncloth and sell it for a profit every couple days as well. But other than that, yeah, I'm still tailoring. Went to Goblin Engineering, got a lot of gear upgrades since you guys have last seen an update, and let's talk about trinkets. Probably why a lot of you clicked on this video. Czar, what trinkets are you running with? What trinket should I go for? Let's go through every single one. We got Arena Grandmaster. Arena Grandmaster is from the Grubashi Arena, okay? You need 10 or 12 of the green arena trinkets. You combine them, compound them all up, and put them into the Grandmaster trinket. So, big absorb, dodge chance, good trinket overall. Barav, Peasant Collar, insane trinket, 10-minute cooldown, which is nice, because in like the dueling tournament, it's always up in a lot of your matchups since it's such a short cooldown. 3 pets that will knock back the opponent's cast. Really, really, really strong against Shadow Priests, Locks, Druids. Just a good trinket to have. It's hard for them to deal with it because they don't have AoE, so you throw out the Baravs and goes to town on their cast bar just by knocking them back. Next, we have the Gnomish Netomatic Projector. I believe you can make this even if you're Goblin, or buy it and use it even if you're Goblin. It's BOE, I do believe. So you just need engineering for this. You could buy it from the auction house or make it yourself if you are Gnomish. But it throws the net out, right? And it's really good against rogues, warriors, and hunters. I don't know if I'd use it against much else to kite the enemy with the net that can't be dispelled. Rogues can still vanish it, and you can still get out of it with Spider Belt and things like that, but it's just a good trinket to have overall. Goblin Bomb Dispenser, you need Goblin Engineering to make it. It's BOP, a little bit of extra burst, which is nice. With the Goblin Bomb Dispenser, you can do a big shatter combo and boom, throw out the Bomb Dispenser to blow up for even more damage. It can backfire though. Same thing with the net, it can backfire, so a little bit sketchy there. Next, we have the 6 Demon Bag. I don't use it too much. If a lot of other trinkets are on cooldown, I'll use the 6 Demon Bag. But I usually don't use it too much. It's a little bit of damage, or the Whirlwind can be a nice little stun, but overall not the craziest trinket. So we have the Mithril Dragonling, the Arcanite Dragonling, and the Mechanical Dragonling. What's the difference? Arcanite's a bit stronger, Mithril's a little bit weaker, and the Mechanical Dragonling is a bit weaker, right? So they're just tiers of the same trinket. They're all okay. I would say they're all not great, but I have all three so that I can use them on cooldown. They're a 1 hour cooldown, right? So I might use the Mithril Dragonling, use it, put it on cooldown, swap trinkets. Arcanite Dragonling, use it, put it on cooldown, swap trinkets. Mechanical Dragonling, use it, swap it, right? So I have 3 to swap between if I want a pet, right, to help me kill an enemy. Pets are really good to knock back cast bars against Priest, Lock, Druid, so it's just more pets, more better, right? Eye of the Beast, really only use it in PvE, not a super great PvP option. Gnomish Battle Chicken, guys, this is just insane. This is why you have to go Gnomish. Gnomish Battle Chicken has a lot of life, it enrages, it does a lot of damage, it's a 30-minute cooldown, so it's not super long, it's not super short. Really, really, really good trinket. Probably my favorite pet trinket is the Gnomish Battle Chicken. Does a lot of damage and stays up for a long time, and when it enrages, it actually does pretty decent damage as well. Briarwood Reed, I don't use it too often in PvP, but really good in PvE. We have the Ice Reflector, really good against mages. I definitely use this in my mage set. 15 frost resist and the chance to reflect spells back to their caster. The Ultra Shadow Reflector, good against priest and locks. The second one, just for the resistances, although they do share cooldown. Gnomish Death Ray, I don't use it in too many matchups anymore. It's okay to like sheep someone, start with a big Death Ray, and then like Nova CS into a Shatter combo with a nade into another Shatter combo. I've done combos like that. It's fun to mess around with, although I feel like a lot of other trinket options are generally a better choice. We have the, this can also backfire and hurt you instead, which is a little sketchy to use, especially in a tournament setting. We have the Flame Reflector, good against Warlock sometime. For the Immolate, good against Fire Mages to reflect a Fire Blast or a Scorch. Not bad overall. It also gives just 18 fire assist, which is nice. We have the Cloaking Device, 1 hour cooldown, just vanish. Fantastic. Really, really good. I could actually use this more in my own gameplay in the dueling tournament. Just throw it on and then boom, you go invis. When you're invis, you can swap trinkets anyway, so super solid. And then Mark of Resolution, 350 to 650 damage absorb and a 1% stun and fear resist effect. So yeah, against general PvP, I really like the Barov's short cooldown. 3 pets, it's pretty nice. Arena Grand Master's just good, but a lot of the times I'll kind of start with the AGM and the Peasant Collar, and then swap to something like, oh, this is on cooldown, let me swap to my Dragonlings, let me swap to the Chicken. If I have Arena Grand Master on cooldown, I'm dueling a melee, I'll swap to the Mark of Resolution instead. And a lot of you guys are probably like, Czar, how are you switching your trinkets? What is this add-on? It's Trinket Menu. My add-ons will be down below. All my add-ons can be found down below, every single one for download, but it is Trinket Menu. Solid add-on there. The add-on I was using to swap this is Item Rack, if you guys were curious. And yeah, so I swap trinkets depending on the situation, right? Constantly swapping trinkets when I'm out of combat. If I use the Cloaking Device, you can swap trinkets. You sheep someone to reset and eat and shrink back to full. Swap trinkets. You're always swapping trinkets depending on what, depending on the situation and what you're really going for. And then whether you're playing defensive and you want to try to live, you might put on, boom, double reflector, right? Okay, now I want to go more offensive, I'm trying to kill, boom, you could throw in double pet, right? Barov's Gnomish Battle Chicken. Oh, I reset, playing a bit more defensive, boom, throw this back on, right? So it's this constant swap depending on the situation. Left click puts Trinket 1 up, right click, puts on Trinket 2 with this add-on, so I can easily swap between the two while I'm playing my character. But yeah, that's pretty much the gear update. Okay, so everyone in the chat, hey Xaryu, what's your gear? Boom, now you know. Xaryu, what are your professions? Boom, now you know. Xaryu, what are your trinkets? Boom, now you know. Guys, you know everything about my character, my enchants, my gear, my profs, my trinkets, my trinket usage, everything in my bags, using the iron nades, the heavy rune cloth. We have 780 gold. This is an update video getting you guys up to date. Got the savory diets because they're delicious. They're delightful. Is there anything else? I think that's a wrap. I think that's every single item on my character. Boom, you guys are up to date. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you enjoyed my orange jacket, make sure to give the video another big thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. Talk to me in the comments down below about videos you guys want to see in the future. And I'm so happy you guys liked the vlog that I uploaded a few days ago with my girlfriend. If you guys haven't seen it, check out the vlog. That was so awesome. Like reading all those comments, you guys just absolutely loved it. So more vlogs to come, of course. Follow me on Instagram, which by the way, I do kind of like a daily vlog style on the Instagram stories, so check that out. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.